Please subscribe math.com and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more video updates.
Hello everyone. Our today's topic is the compound proportion. As we have already discussed about the proportion in our previous lectures, you can refer to that to the playlist of ratio and proportion for the related concept. But we haven't discussed the compound proportion yet. So today we will see what is compound proportion and how you can solve the problems related to the compound proportion. First of all, what is proportion? Proportion is basically the equality of two ratios. That is, if you let's say if you have two ratios A ratio B proportion C ratio D. It means A ratio B is equals to C ratio D. So you can write them as A divided by B is equals to C divided by D. So this is the concept of proportion. Now what about the compound proportion? When you have two or more quantities in the proportion or in the equality, that means you have a compound proportion. Let's have few word problems related to the compound proportion and how you can solve those problems. I will tell you the easiest way, the quickest way, or that will help you, and we will also check whether our answer is right or wrong. So let's start with the example. So problem number 1 is 30 men repair a road in 56 days by working 6 hours daily. In how many days 45 men will repair the same road by working 7 hours daily? So the first step is you have to find out the quantities that are involved in this problem. The first quantity is the men, second is the days, and the third is the hours. So let's write them as men, days, and hours. So this is the first step. So this is the first step to understand the quantities involved in the problem. Then we have to write what is given. First is the 30 men. 30 men repair a road in 56 days by working 6 hours daily. In how many days? Unknown is how many. So how many days? Days is X. 45 men will repair the same road by working 7 hours daily. So we have written the given values of the different quantities, and let's see how we can solve it. Now one thing, the most important thing, you have to compare the one known quantity with the unknown quantity. This is the both the values of this quantity is known, and the one is unknown and the other is known of this quantity. So you have to compare these two first, then you have to compare these two secondly. So let's see what is the relationship between these two quantities. The relationship between men and days is what? So it is given in the problem that if the number of men has increased from 30 to 45, what will be the effect on the number of days? So it is obvious, if you increase the number of men to work on something, then it will require less number of days to complete the work. If you increase the number of men, the number of days will decrease. That means the relation between men and days is inverse. Now let's see what is the relationship between days and hours. It means if we increase the number of hours per day, then what will be the impact on the number of days? It's obvious, if we increase the time of work per day by increasing the number of hours, then it's obvious less number of days will be required to complete the work. It means there exists an inverse relation between days and hours. So the arrow will be like this, that is opposite to the days, because there exists an inverse relationship. So it will also be inverse. Now how to write them? Next important thing is how to write them. Let's write them as, we have to start writing from the unknown quantity. In days was the unknown quantity that we have to find. So we have to write from the days, and which quantity, which value of days you have to write first, whether X or 56. It depends on the arrow. You have to write the quantity that is on the tail of the arrow first. So we have to write first this quantity divided by this, that is 56 divided by X. Then equality sign. Then we have to write the men and then the hours, and the how we have to write the value that is at the tail of the arrow, that is 45 on the numerator, that is 45 divided by 30, this value, and then the multiplication sign, and again first we have to write the value at the tail of the arrow, that is 7 divided by 6, this 6. Now we have to simplify it. Let's see how you can do that. X is equals to 56 multiplied by 30 multiplied by 6 divided by 45 multiplied by 7. So let's simplify them as 5 9s are 45, 5 6 are 30, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 7 1s are 7, 7 8s are 56. So what we will get is the value of x is 32 days. Means 32 days will be required to repair a road if 45 men will do the work in 7 hours daily. Now we can also check the answer as, let's see how you can check whether your answer is right or wrong, by putting the value of this x where in this equation. So let's check it as 56 by x is 56 divided by x is 32 equals to 45 by 30 multiplied by 7 by 6. So 8 7s are 56, 8 4s are 32 and 15 2s are 30, 15 3s are 45, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So what we will get is 7 divided by 4 equals to 7 divided by 4. So it means both sides of the equality are same and hence proved that our answer is right. So this is how you can solve the word problems related to the compound proportion. Let's have one more problem so you can have expertise on it. So the next problem is a soap factory makes 600 units in 9 days with the help of 20 machines. How many units can be made in 12 days with the help of 18 machines? Let's see the quantities that are given in the question. One is the units, other is the days, and the third one is the machines. So I have to write days and machines. Now let's see what is given. What is given in the question? 600 units, 9 days with the help of 20 machines. Then how many units? So the x is units can be made in 12 days with the help of 18 machines. So this is what the given is. These quantities are given. Now let's see what is the relationship between the known and unknown quantities. First we have to find the relationship between these two, as one is known and the other is unknown. So if the number of days are increased from 9 to 12, so it means more number of units can be made in this time. So the relationship between the two is direct. So direct relationship. Direct relationship means if one quantity is increasing, the other will also increase. Now we have to compare this unknown quantity with the another one, that is this known one, with the machine, units with the machines. Now according to the given condition, then if the machines are decreased from 20 to 18, so what will be the impact on the units? It's obvious, if the machines are decreased, less number of units can be made in the given time. So it means the relationship between them is also direct. So the arrow will be again in the same direction. So all the three quantities have direct relationship with each other. So it's also direct. Now let's see how you can write them. So in order to write them, again we have to start with the unknown and to follow the tail of the arrow. So x divided by 600 is equals to 12 divided by 9 multiplied by 18 divided by 20. Now we will further simplify it. X is equals to 600 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 18 divided by 9 into 20. And let's simplify it like 2s are 18, 2 10s are 20, 10 60s are 600. So it will be 60 multiplied by 12 is equals to 720 units. So this is what we want to find. It means 720 units can be made in 12 days using 18 machines. Now let's verify or check whether our answer is right or wrong. And how to check? We have to put the values this one. So x is what? X is 720. So 720 divided by 600 equals to 12 divided by 9 multiplied by 18 divided by 20. So it will be like this. 12 5s are 60, 12 6s are 72, 9 1s are 9 2s are 18, 2 1s are 2 10s are 2 6s are 12 and 2 5s are 10. So what we will get is 6 divided by 5 equals to 6 divided by 5. Hence it is verified, you can say proved, that our answer is right. So this is how you can solve the problems related to the compound proportion by using the trick or by using the method that I have discussed in this lecture. So I hope so after this lecture you will be able to solve any problem related to the compound proportion. That's all from today's lecture.